Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm back. Been kind of tardy lately, haven't I? Let's have a sip of coffee, see if we can get going this morning. I'm making a couple of cards for the gold envelopes that I put on last time. So these two are the same size, so they're going to go one on one side and one on the other of the pages. So let's put this one down first. I've got animals in here, so be expecting some noise, or be expecting me to say, get out of the garbage, stop eating the plastic, you know, all that stuff. Tammy, I won't be spelling words this time. Tammy was saying how she had to spell out treat, T-R-E-A-T, slowly, because if she said it too fast, the dog still knew what she meant. So a lot of people had commented that their dogs are the same way. And my dog is in here, so I'll have to be careful, because she might think I mean business. Our dog's favorite word is cheese, and so we have to spell cheese out in front of her, or not say it at all. And it's just kind of funny. So I'm just adding some little doodads on here just to give it some life. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. My mojo has been lacking, and I don't know what it is. It's just that, just like that for me. So I put a butterfly on this one. I think I might get some stickles out and do some glossy stickles on these. I'm not sure yet, but that's what I'd like to do. Too matchy. Let's go back to the butterfly box. Where is it? Anybody see where I put it? I know it's a really, oh, that's the flower wax. No, it's got tea in it. Not real tea, it has a teapot. Butterflies. Maybe the drawer that says butterflies and moths. I bet that'll help. Ooh, I like this one. He's a little bit smaller, and I like that too. So we'll go with him. All right. So let's go around this with some ink. Still using that rusty colored ink. I don't know why, because I realize that this one comes off with if you wipe it around too much or anything. So I don't know why I'm using it. I never have figured out how inks really work. I mean, I like to play with inks and paints and stuff like that. In fact, I need to get back to doing some of that, because I think that's part of the thing is I painted long before I papered. Well, I did. I've always done both, but I really, was a paint person. Had lots of paints. I gave them all to my son, except for a few that I can use here in the room, because I just didn't want to paint anymore. A lot of times I'd start feeling bad afterwards, and so I just assumed that maybe paints were not for me. It got really bad when I would use oil paints. So I quit using oil years ago. But Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay. And these are going to, see how that ink just goes right on, and I haven't even inked this up for days. I've just been coming in here and using it. So you know it never dries. If your inker still inks, it's a no drying kind. Okay, now I have these two. Now these two should sit above the pocket a little bit. So let's have a look at that. Let's get the book and I'll show you which envelopes I'm working on. And this one's dry, so we'll go ahead and put it in here, in this pocket. So this is what I've done to these. I've put a little color on the inside to just show this little, that it's a two section one, a two insert envelope. So this one's going to go down here. Yes. And this big one is going to come up here. So I kind of thought, it sticks out a bit, but I think that's okay. I was going to put maybe some stuff on it. I'd love to put that on. Wouldn't that look cute? No, it won't look cute. I think we better stick with this stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe we could do something like that. Kind of like that. Might pick up some of Tammy's good habits yet. You know, she's a scrap user. This must be full of pieces because it's hard to use. I like that. I'm going to do that. Just think it looks kind of cool. Today is mammogram day. So, I'm glad to get that done. I'm always glad to get it over with. As you know, they're not that much fun, but it's not that hard to do either. Just got to do it. Okay. Oh, it's so crooked. Oh well. I love it. I love it the way it is. I can cut this card down a bit. I think the card is cut crooked. I think that's what the problem is. So, what else could we put on here? I think we'll do that. Let's throw some pink in this journal, huh? Let's do it. we've got this color. So this is kind of a peachy pink. Wish I had a gold butterfly. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be the best. So I guess right about there. There we go. How's that looking so far? Pretty good? Okay, so let's add this little guy. And then I think that'll be enough for that card. You knew I would have to throw in a matchy-matchy one. Got a piece of thread with me here. I should sew around these. I might do that. I mean, these would be good ones to sew around. Let me get those things out of the way. Let's pull this one out. Yeah, I think maybe I'll sew around these. I'll probably do that off camera though. So here's this one. Now we need to do this one. What to do, what to do. I have this piece of envelope left over. Could do something like that. Just leftover envelope. Let's cut that off right there. I mean, we should use our scraps, right? I have a lot of scraps left over here, guys. I don't know if I'll ever get them used up. Cut an end off. This is the bottom of the envelope. I should have just cut it this way. Now it probably won't fit at all. Okay, that works. Got some pencil on there. Let's take that off. Okay. So how is everybody? Hope you're all doing well. I really have had a lot going on. But there's just things I'm trying to still get caught up with. It's like forever. It takes forever. You know, I'm still trying to get through all my old journals, and I want to destroy them all. Because when I'm gone, people don't need to know my thoughts after I'm gone. Let them just appreciate me. So I still have all of those that I got to get through. And, oh, it's so many. It's so many. I don't know if I like that. I think I'm off a little bit on that. You see that up there? I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to. Okay, where's the bone folder? Fold its bones, and then it'll act nicer. Oh, no it won't. It'll say, hey, I like the way it was. Okay, stays that way. So now I'm going to put something on it. Do I want gold or black? There's a black one I'd love to use, not that one. Oh, there's that one again. I could use that again. I've been using it off and on a couple of them. I also have the black velvet. Nope. This one, or this one, or this one. I think this one, because it's a little wider. Let's try it. Oh boy, yesterday. Oh yeah. Yesterday I grabbed up a pile of papers and there was a big long pin in there. That thing stuck through my finger. Wow, I'm glad I wasn't on camera. You'd have heard me say something foul. Sorry to say, but it hurt. Man, it hurt. Okay, so I gotta repin back here because I think there's 2 strands in here. And then I gotta pin it over here, because that's the other strand. Okay, let's see what we can do. I wonder if I can even get it on there straight. I don't know. Looks like kind of a crooked piece. Are you crooked? Are you a crooked piece? I swear my Luigi cat is on his 2nd life now. I know they have 9. If this is only his 2nd, he's going to live to be hundreds and hundreds of years old. But he's just like all revved up now and eating and drinking and not hard liquor. He's a cat. He prefers to stick to water. And what else? Oh, he's just doing so good. I'm just going to kind of go down the center here a little bit. I know it's going to show through. We're not going to like it. I think we'll go this way. Not that it should matter. Okay, I think that works. Get my long scissors so I can get in here and get up against the card. Okay, now I gotta round that back off and round this one off. And see where it should round, so that's easy. Oops, had to hide my garbage from the dog yesterday. She's like, oh, it's so full. There must be something for me in it. I'm like, no, there's nothing for you in there. But she kept insisting that she could drag things out. Puppy, puppy, puppy. pretty little girl. Got little bits of glue on there, but that's okay. I think it'll be fine. Then it's on the front, then it's on the back. It's like, oh, I give up. Here's a giant butterfly. I wonder if I can kind of tuck him under there. No, I don't like that. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want to overdo it. No overdoing. No. No, no, no. Need a little guy. That one's actually kind of pretty. It has the browns in it. Too big. I like the little guy. Here's a very little guy. Ah, and there we go. Oh, not two. Well, that's the one. Let me put these butterflies back. Oh, that's a flower. Flower doesn't go there. Yes, I think that's the one. Yep, I like that one. I think that looks fine. Mighty fine. I'm not going to go all the way to the edges, am I? Well, I'll have to on this side. I'll let that one stick up a little bit. But this side's got to be glued down in case it hits the edge of the envelope. Now that I've done this, I see that I should have sewn first. Maybe I won't sew around them. Maybe I'll just call them done. You never know. Let's get some of this other stuff out of the way. Let me get scissors out of the way. Oh gosh, there's more butterflies flying around. See that? It's a butterfly room. I was really fascinated with the butterflies that Celeste and her daughter were, or that her daughter was growing, or whatever you call it. And it was very fascinating to see them in that little thing and contributing them back into the environment, you know. I loved it. That was on Celeste's Woodland Inspired's Instagram. But it was just so fascinating. You know, I've lost my cap. That's kind of what I was digging around for here, but I'm not seeing it yet. It might be on the floor. Well, don't dry up and don't leak all over the place. Oh, I felt it rolling under my book. Okay. So this is going to go like this. Gotta open it up a little bit because of that lace on there. Let's see if it fits better on the other side. Right. Might not. Nope. Not. Not. There we go. I don't care if it sticks out there a little bit. There, and that one's supposed to tuck down in nicely, and it does. So this is a shorter card. It goes down in. This is the bigger card. It sticks up. I hope it fits in there. Ooh. Okay. So, goodness sake. I think we're done with the inside. Except for, remember, we have pockets. Oh, I gotta glue that back down right there. Washi tape does not stick. Gotta remember, gotta glue until it's glued. I got just a little too much sticking out over here. Okay, so I would like to make a writing board. I don't know if a writing board would fit in there, but it would be nice. And then up here, we'll put a nice little journal card. Or I can put some of the scraps in here. So let's make a journal board. You can see how this is going. Nice and fat. But it'll close nicely too, and I'm glad we didn't add that second one in there because boy, it would not have worked. So, you know, I don't think there's any way for someone like me to make a journal that doesn't bulge, because I like to make these kinds of things that are doubles and triples and flippers and floppers and interactive, and you know, like this. Look at all this stuff on here. What the heck? What was she thinking? Oh my goodness. Let's have coffee. Okay. One thing we could look at here. Let's recover. Going to go just like that. Shall we put that on? And then this, my friends, is going to just go like this. But we better glue it down first because right now it pulls it that way. So I think I'll go this way if I can. Let me put something under here, so I don't mess up my the inside of the journal. Okay. There we go. That'll help me get it on here straighter, and then we'll let it dry. I'll probably need my clamps for that. Definitely going to use this glue if I have enough. Oh, I think I have another bottle beside me. over there in my cart. I kind of like the cart. Cart's kind of nice because you can move it around. I have got to figure out, you guys, how to have a desk and not mess it all up. Of course, now, when you get busy and you're doing stuff, it's very hard not to mess it up. Now, I know that. So I don't know why I'm even thinking about how I'm going to keep it clean. There's no clean when you're doing this. I don't know. I was watching Louise Heinzel and 49 Dragonflies. They're getting ready to do their Ephemera. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. Ephemera. And this year they're making ephemera. They're making bits and pieces instead of doing a full-blown journal. So that's kind of cool. I think I'm going to have to put lace on that side to just kind of guide it into staying put along the edges. Gotta pull it over just a little bit. Ooh, hope my husband's out there. Libby doesn't think we know that the doorbell rang. It's the neighbor. He's looking for cans. Sometimes he asks once a week. We don't have cans for him once a week. We give him what we do have, but he appreciates it. Now, for those that don't know, this is a button. And I just put it through and bent the little shanks on the back inward so that it would stay hooked. So I'm hoping it stays hooked. I'm hoping so. Okay, well, I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Okay, let's find some doodads here. Going to need the big ones, I think. Okay, I think that'll be enough to hold it. Might have to run some more glue back there after it's dry. So I'm going to set this aside now, and I'm going to grab a board so we can make a... oh, well, I can't let this get too far. I have to have a size before I do that. Let's see. Seems like I should have a nice piece of cardboard here. Look at this. Thank you, Celeste. This came in one of Celeste's packages. it doesn't quite fit. I mean, it could just go right in the back here, but it doesn't really quite fit. You know, I have another one of those from Celeste. I just don't know where I put it right at the second. Okay, let me grab a piece of cardboardy stuff. Where are you, my favorite cardboard? Are you up here? Yes. There, that one will be good enough. Okay, so just going to insert this a little bit. It's going to go in this back one. So I need to cut it off right here. I hope it'll fit. I don't know if it will. Maybe right there. And then I don't want it much bigger than that. That might be too big. We'll see. Okay. I'm going to set this aside for right now. I'm going to get out my big trimmer to trim that board. This one's not too thick, but it's not super thin either. It'll be a good size for, a good thickness for a writing board. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, right there. Now this is not easy when these things are heavy and bulky. So let me run it up that way. And put all my strength in it. I know I could use my knife, but I didn't really want to. I should stand up. It's far better if you can get some weight on it. Okay, there's that one. This one we don't have as far to go. Oh, but we have to start here and go this way. I'm going to stand up so I'll be closer to the microphone. There you go. Small little writing board. Bring this back over for a second. We might have to just insert it in the back here. Yeah, see? I think I might have to cut it too short to get it in the pocket. Especially if I cover it. So if we put it there, it could just be tucked inside. And I think that would be okay, don't you? Don't you think so? I think so. Okay. Paper. Let's see what we have. We don't want to collage it because then that gives bumps in the writing surface. So this is not going to work. So let's see what we have left. We're getting down there on this pad. I mean, it's been a, I like that. I haven't used this one at all. That's very pretty. That one's pretty. But I think we'll go with this. Alrighty then. So we're going to go about there, make it about an inch. So that would put it, let me work closer to myself. That's easier. So about an inch, so this is a 3-inch line right there. And so if I go up to 4, I'd be there. And there. And then this is a 5.5, so I'd go to 6.5 there. And this is a 17.5, so I'd go to a 16.5 there. I'm just counting my inches off. Okay. So let me start with those lines first, then we'll cut the back off where we need it. Between that line and that line, let's draw a line. There we go. And so this is going to go right about here. So if I draw a line here, I know I've got to have an inch up there. Inch away. Inch away, inch away, inch away, worm. Okay. So let's cut this off right here, and then we'll get our other side in. I've drawn a very crooked line. Let's straighten it out. Maybe my board's crooked. Don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so we have 1 inch there, so we need 1 inch here. You don't have to do it this way. This is really kind of a complicated way, I think. I should have just put it on there and slapped it out. But I'm trying to show you different ways to do things, so I'll do that. I know a lot of you already know this stuff. That doesn't match up. It won't cut right. Okay, put our board in here. Draw this line. And then let's just draw it all the way through. No. Let's go 1 inch up from there. Okay. And now we can draw this in. Yep. So now we cut it off here. There we go. And wherever this is on here, I have a tool actually that measures this out really well. We'll cut a thing here. First, let me get that line in straight. There. And across here. Alright, it's off a little bit, but that's okay. So then this we're going to cut. We're going to leave a space here to tuck in. I don't know if that's enough for this height of paper. We'll see. I didn't use that tool, so I might be way off. Okay, let's glue this guy down. Oh boy, I'm running out of glue in this one. It's going to be a two-hand squeezer. Getting down to the end of it here. Of course, then you want to go throw it away and you look at it and it's like, oh, there's still glue in it. And they're all so expensive anymore that you don't want to waste anything. Let's take that nodule off the top there. It's garbage day, so if you hear lots of trucks, it's because the garbage men are going by. I'm picking up debris cans too every couple of weeks. No, every week this time for this month. So glad. Throw that one away. Okay. Have a sip of coffee while that sits for a second. I know it's off, but it's going to be okay. I just needed to make sure I got enough in those spaces. If there's not enough, I'll show you how to fix it. Okay. So, I'm going to take this one because it's not my favorite and give it a little line so it'll fold easier. The reason this one's not my favorite is because I always poke a hole in my paper with its sharp tip. You'd think I'd just learn, but I don't. Okay. Fabri-Tac. I hope that top fits this one. Oh, it's got a rocky bottom. It's an old rocky one. I just trade tips so I don't have to cut the new one. That way I always have one that's closed, that doesn't have any hole in the tip. Although sometimes they don't make it a whole top. I'm just bending this over so that I'm just working the board. I'm going to go right along here because I want that to sit for just a minute. It'll make it more flexible there. Now I'm going to grab my favorite one and go along that edge. Go to the center and work my way down. Ooh, look at that. With this glossy paper, it likes to run out the edges. This is a place that you could actually use double-sided tape or that heavy-duty double-sided tape, because it will actually hold And now I'm going to go over here. I'm not going to use as much glue this time. I'm going to try not to. Oh, the geese are flying. I love to hear them flying. Migration season. These are Canadian geese. And they make their way here every year, and then they fly home every year, I guess. I don't ask them, but I'm assuming since they're Canadian geese, they fly home to Canada. I don't know. I didn't ask them for their passports or anything. Okay, now this little piece right here. I might have too much excess. Gotta get that laid down there. Just trying to bring it in so that this little piece shows up right there and right there. It's easier to go this way. You kind of sneak around the corner at it. Okay, let's see what kind of surprise we have. Oh yeah, almost did it perfect. I just have these funny little cuts in it here that I swooped around the piece. We'll cut those off because we'll end up putting a piece on top here. Of course, we're not going to leave it like this because that's really ugly. It used to be that you could run like something wet besides the glue along this little edge, and it would soften it up really nicely. I don't want that to squish out too bad. Squish it into the book if I can, so it's not showing on the outside over there. Hope you can see what's going on down here. Okay, those are done. You've already done them, Angela. It's okay. Onward ho! Oh, I forgot to trim that down a little bit. Right there. I gotta trim that just a little bit more there. See, now I'm treating you like a favorite tool. You've been so good today. Okay. Now, a cover. So, I'm not going to use any gold on it because the gold will just it'll just show all the writing in it. This might too, as far as that goes. I think maybe I want to go with all black on that. Not black, but black with flowers. And I have one more of those right here. Or I can go with this one. Let's do this. Okay. Those look like they go that way. So this will go this way. Let's turn it over. Hope there's no glue down there. If there is, I'll be a square. I think I better pull it in just slightly. No, I don't want to pull it in too far because I didn't cut those right. But that's too close. Okay, so right about here. Right about here. Okay. This way. Okay. That looks upside down to me. Alrighty, we're going to put this right on here, and then we're going to put some little corner things on it. I think I'll go with this glue if I can. I'm going to need to refill it. I need to order some new tips. I could not find my tips. I thought I had some, but the empty drawer tells me so, that I need to order. Stephanie at, what is it? Coffee, Paper, Scissors? I can't remember. I watched her video today, and she was doing a waterfall notebook, and it turned out so stunning. I've definitely got to make one like that. That's pretty cool. I might be going to the other glue. Oh, here we go. Never mind. It says I'm here, man. I'm just taking my time. Just be a patient lady. Anyway, she did it out of some paper, a Hobby Lobby paper pad, and it's a pretty common paper pad. I think a lot of us, I've seen a lot of us have it, And but oh my goodness, it was so pretty. So pretty. I didn't ink this, as you noticed, and I didn't until it was, well, too late. Come on. I'm going to have to go over. About there. That'll work. Of course, now I have glue on the outside. I was being so darn careful. It's okay. A little water will take care of it, I think. The nightmare would be to lift up the towel and the paper would be all rubbed away. Okay. So, there is our writing board. It does have little bits and pieces on it here of glue. So let's get that off of there. Still got some wet. So we'll use that. Okay. Now, I don't know. Do we want to put the corner things on it? To cover those little corners? It covers the front corner, not the back corner. And do we want any gold on here at all? Oh, I can feel glue on here, you guys. Don't like that. It's a bumpy writing board. I think we better put something on those. Let me grab them. We should put one of those on there. I wonder if I could get it back in the book if I put that on there. That one's crooked. That looks kind of cool. Maybe this way, this end up. Wouldn't that be cool? I love things like this. Now this one, it just screws in. That's too big. Yeah. I do like this. I think that would be so cool. Let me think about it for a second. Think. Now, I never could get these things to work right, but maybe with this thicker board and glue, I could never get them to stay on there correctly. They always moved. So, I use these, which are the Tim Holtz ones. Don't want silver. are silver, bronze, and copper. I'm not sure what I have enough of and what I don't. Or antique gold, as it must be. There's also these. Those would fit. And those are nice and flat. Oh, but look, it cut right under the board. Ah. Dang. That was a nice fit too. If you want it to be under the board. It goes this way. Yeah, that would work if I put glue in it. The nice thing about that is it covers that corner. Oh, and then it gets stuck. Or we have this. I don't think I have one of these in copper. I only have them in the antique gold. I think we'll go with this one. I trust these, and I know it's going to hold this corner down. I do think I'll have to use this, so. Nice thing about these is you just bend them over. Even with your arthritis, you can do it. Okay. Because you get out a tool. Oh, I normally don't use that one. I use this one with the protectors on it. There we go. Looks pretty good. Always really squishes the glue out the front though. Okay, next. Let's see if I can not squish the glue out the front. I know it's going to squish out. I've never not squished it out. And then I watched Lyric Clever to see all the things that she had at her craft booth. Oh my goodness. It's her and her sister and their mom. And they have a friend also that crafts with them, and they have their booths all set up in a big rectangle. I have to go look at it. It's very cool the way they've done it. And they all craft their own things, you know. So very cool. The mom does a lot of sewing, so she had aprons for sale and pot holders and stuff like that. There. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay. Let's go to the next corner. Oh, I hope I have another gold. Whew. I do. Forgot to do my counting. Boy, I really squished the glue out on that one, didn't I? Too much this time too. Alrighty. Squish. Squish. There. Our beautiful little writing board. Now, do we or don't we? I think it'd just get in the way, don't you? I mean, it won't get in the way of writing because... just because it won't. But then it does mean I have to put something on the back. And I have to get the long things for it. But if I did that, I was going to make a place up here for a pen. Oh, I'm just picking at it. That's what I'm doing. Take these guys off. Okay, so it's going to go in the back here. And it is not going to be able to have one of these on it. It would have to be clear out here, and then what the heck, you couldn't write on it. Let's make sure it fits. Terrible now if it doesn't fit. Yeah, okay, we got a writing board in there. Okay, I think that's where we'll stop today, is with our writing board. So we have a writing board, and we have these 4 items that we did. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we are. That's where we're at for today. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow or the next day. Oh, my time is just so short on everything. Just have so many things I've got in my basket that are not in here. The what's on my desk is like what's under my desk. So there we go. Cleaned up a little bit. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little bit that we did today. Writing boards are really nice for writing on. You put them under your page and you can write. and it makes it much easier. So I hope you all have a great evening, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks. Bye.